Hello and welcome. This is Jennifer McGuire, and this is my Favorite Crafty Things series for 2014, where I share some of my favorite products from the year. This is day 8, and in the first video from today, I talked about papers. This is the second video for today, and we're going to talk about adhesives. Now note that if you want links to any products or discount codes or some big giveaways, be sure to head over to my blog at jennifermcguireinc.com. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the adhesives that I like. The first is the pink Tombow stamp runner. This is a really unique stamp runner. Let me first show you how to put in the refill because a lot of people ask about this and I needed to refill this guy anyways. You just undo the lock on the bottom and then open it up. Now I have a 2-pack here. The trick to the refills is to open them up carefully. So see how I'm opening this so that it's laying nice and flat. Now I'm going to flip it over and lay it into my hand so it's transferred into my hand. There's this little yellow V cardstock piece. I'm just going to take that out and set it aside. Now I'm going to keep that refill still laying in my hand and put it right into the tape runner. So now it's all placed in there. Make sure it's all placed in there okay. Then very gently wiggle out this white piece in here. So there's one last trick. This is where people I think usually skip and it doesn't work out. See how that tape is kind of loose over there? I just take that yellow piece I took out earlier and there is a little arrow here. If you can see this little arrow, it's pointing in which angle or which direction I need to turn. And there's a little key slot at the top. I just put that in the key slot and I turn it in the direction of that arrow. I just do it 2 or 3 times until I see that that tape is all tightened up in there. And that's it. It really is quick and easy to do. And now I'm good to go. And this has a lot of tape in it, so it lasts a while. So then I just run it a few times and make sure that the adhesive starts coming out. Now the nice thing about this adhesive is it puts down tiny little dots of adhesive that you can rub away if you get it somewhere you don't want it. This is critical for me because I tend to change my mind a lot. So I can put down this adhesive and then rub it away if I need to. Another thing you can do is hold this by the pink part and then just press down and it puts down a square of that adhesive. So I'll do it from the side here so you can see. So I hold the pink and I just press it down and it puts a square of adhesive. It's easier to do against the table. So there are 2 ways you can apply adhesive with this. It ends up drying permanent, but the nice thing is you can rub it away if you change your mind. Another adhesive that is similar is the Plus Honeycomb Dot. Now I'm going to show you how to refill this one before I show you how it works. This one's very easy to refill. You just pull it open, you take out the refill. Again, I lay it on my hand just so I don't mess it up. And then I just pop it right in place, take off that little white cardstock piece there, and then just close it up. And that's all it takes. Now this one also puts down tiny bits of, or tiny little dots of adhesive that you can rub away if you change your mind, and that's critical again for me. Now this one goes on a little bit like, kind of more like butter. It kind of goes on very smooth. However, I feel like the Tombow Stamp Runner is a little bit stronger, so it just depends on what you like. Now this Tombow Xtreme is a newer one. This one's easy to replace. All you do is pop it open and put a new one in. But this is a very unique adhesive. It is super strong. So whenever I need something super stuck together, this is the guy that I reach for. Now there is a trick to this. When you apply it, you put down a line and then you need to be sure to pull to the side or you get that string of adhesive off of it because it's so strong. So you pull it down and then kind of pull it off to the side and that breaks the adhesive and makes it very easy to apply. This puts down solid strips of adhesive and I'm telling you this stuff is strong, so you need to be sure before you stick it down that you have it in the right place. This is great adhesive and I've been using it a lot lately also. Another adhesive that I like is Be Creative tape. This comes in large sheets. This is actually cut from a large sheet. It's a double-sided tape and it also comes in rolls of various widths. I like the really thin width, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So these large sheets are great to stick onto some cardstock, run it through a die cut machine, and then you can get a die cut with adhesive on the back. So there's a release paper on both sides of this adhesive. There are many fabulous techniques you can use this for, like with glitter, creating a glitter background. I've used it many times in my videos, and I'll link to a few of those here. Now for the roll, I like to have the super thin roll of the Be Creative tape. This is very strong adhesive. So if you need just like a very thin area of strong adhesive, this is a great choice. So sometimes I use this like on the sides of a pocket that I might be creating on a card, but this is a great one to have on hand for when you need something super strong that's very narrow. Another adhesive that you've probably seen me use in my videos quite a bit is this giant roll of 3M foam tape. The roll is actually bigger than this originally. This one's probably close to a third gone already. But I like this because I can just tear off whatever size I need very quickly and add it to my project. So I don't keep all those little squares of foam tape anymore. I find this one is so much easier to use. I'm not losing a bunch of pieces. Can make it exactly the size I need by either tearing it or cutting it. And you can make it narrow by cutting it down the center. I also like Cool Tack clear foam tape. This is super unique. It is a dimensional clear tape that you can put behind die cuts. Say you have a small die cut and you don't want to see the white tape from the sides. This stuff is great for that because you don't see anything when you look from the sides. It's nice and it's got some flex to it so that when it goes to the mail, your card won't get destroyed with having this dimension. I just cut off small pieces and I add it to my card as needed. It is a little bit pricier than the white foam tape, so I only use this when I think I don't want to see the adhesive from the side. Another adhesive I use very often is the Ranger Matte Multi-Medium. The reason I like this adhesive is it dries matte and it's very strong adhesive. Now lately I've been using a new tool with this multi-medium. This is a micro brush. I think this is meant to put fake eyelashes on. I don't know, I've never worn them so I have no idea, but it has a little tiny foam tip that's great for applying this adhesive. So say you have a tiny little area you want to put some of this adhesive, you can just dip in there and put it on there. This is great on the back of intricate die cuts. I've just started using these and you'll be seeing me use them in future videos, so be sure to watch for that. And you can reuse these a few times by just wiping the tip off with a baby wipe when you're done. But regardless of how you apply it, this Ranger Multi-Medium is a fantastic strong adhesive for any kind of accent that you may need to stick in place and make sure it gets through the mail okay. And that's it for today. So there you have a quick rundown of my favorite adhesives. You can head over to my blog for links, discount codes, and some big giveaways. Also, I do link to the products that I talk about here in my YouTube description below if you'd rather check that out. As I've mentioned, I have done many days already in this series, so be sure to check out those videos if you've missed any. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you again tomorrow with more.